Hey everybody, welcome into another episode of Can We Kick It? I'm your host Kunu with with my co-host
PLP.
Piopi, and
PLP.
we have a special guest today,
Bob.
Bob.
No, I'm just kidding.
Bob
No.
Labaugh.
Blah, blah, blah.
No, Ted Lasso, actually. No.
Oh, that's good. You're not Roy Kent. Did you watch Ted Lasso?
A little bit of it. I found it funny, but I just haven't really watched it yet thoroughly and through it.
All right. Well, you got it. It's a pretty quick watch.
But
Like-
so I was walking through Spirit Halloween. I don't know
Yeah.
if you told Mike this, but they had Ted Lasso costumes.
Oh,
at
yeah,
Spirit
yeah, so-
Halloween.
Oh yeah. I definitely debated going as Ted Lasso for Halloween like 2 years ago. Yeah, like right after the
Definitely should
pandemic,
go
it was
at
like
this year.
I
They got
could
the
do it.
whole package deal and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go at it this year. I would love to see a photo of you, Mike, just as Ted Lasso.
I went as Ron Swanson one year from Parks and Rec, and I even like lost the beard and went down to the mustache. It was
Just straight
terrible.
mustache.
Yeah, I went mustache with the Tiger Woods look after he just got lucky.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great Halloween. Yeah.
That was good.
The last time I dressed up for Halloween, I went to a party like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was Elliot and Mr. Robot from Mr. Robot. So like I put on like the F Society mask. I just wore, like, he always wore this like black hoodie and
Nice.
jeans, and like then yeah, so not as fun as your guys' is, but because no one knew what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, are you V for Vendetta? Are you like
Are you Guy Fawkes? Yeah.
yeah, are you anonymous? And like, no, it's a TV show, Mr. Robot.
Surprised he didn't go as
Like-
3-hole Chuck. Yeah.
Like 3-hole punch Jim.
Yeah, 3-hole punch Jim.
Yeah. I'm going as Kunu from now on. I'm going as
Excellent.
Paul
Puka
Rudd and forgetting
Puka
Sarah
shells
Marshall.
it all. Yeah.
No watch because I keep track of time on my phone. Dylan, have you ever seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall
I have not. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. That's
with
the
Russell
movie, right?
Brand and
Is that a movie?
yeah,
Isn't it? Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
it's on.
It's
Well, it
on
used to be on
Netflix.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it was. I think it's
No,
on,
now it's
Prime
on
now.
Freevee or Amazon Prime or
it's on
something.
something. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
But that's like, we quote shit from that like all the time because like Paul Rudd, he's like the surf instructor in Hawaii, and he's just like a white guy. He's like, my name's Kunu. It's like, oh, what does that mean in English? Chuck. And so like so I always say like Kunu, and then it was like, what's my name? Like, and the guy's name was Peter, and he goes, POP. He just like that, like, but it's this whole thing where he's like just says stupid stuff, and he's like, oh, like when I moved down here, I stopped wearing a watch. I was like, oh, that's so cool, live so free. And he's like, I just look at the time on my phone. You know, it's like, it just
Yeah,
and
Sounds like
I-
he's... You've been funny.
Hey, yeah, I'm Peter Brand. Oh yeah, that's right. You're the guy from Kaiser Permanente, right? No. Like
and then they're on the board, and he's like complaining. He's like, when life gives you lemons, just say fuck it and bail. Like, instead of like
Exactly.
make lemonade. It's just like he just says like the craziest thing.
No,
But-
that's how it should be, you know? Make no sense at all.
that's right.
Live better that way.
Sometimes no sense is the best sense.
Exactly. You'd be the comedian in the room always.
That's you, bro.
I
You
know.
and Mackle. So we wanted Dylan to join. So Dylan is gonna be a special guest on podcast we're releasing on the 30th, but just the background is he had worked for a high school TV show at his high school for a couple of years, and his first college was majoring in like media communications until he transferred to Monroe and changed his major.
Yeah.
But when he was in Arkansas, I forgot to mention this, so we won't hear it on the one where he was in 30th. But he did a couple cool things when he was in Arkansas. So can you tell us what you did when you were there?
No, nobody will ever
No?
forget
Oh.
about my infamous rap video.
Yeah,
I
that's
made. My
yeah, so-
infamous rap video.
who was the rapper?
His name is Kuwu the Sensei.
Kuwu.
And the video that we
Sensei.
filmed was called Jack and the Beans Talk.
Beans talk.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was called Jack and the Beanstalk. I don't even know the lyrics of the song, but it was great. We met at this random park in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, and so essentially this guy reached out to my roommate on Instagram. I was like, "Hey, I see you do videos, blah blah blah. You want to shoot for me?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then my roommate knows I worked for the school. I did photography for the school. And I was like, yeah, I'm down to do videos because I did videos in high school and everything. First music, oh no, that was my second music video shot. I shot a music video in high school, but that's different.
Were you rapping
I
in
was
that
in the
one?
music video in high school.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, no, but so we drove out to Arkadelphia one Saturday, and we met with this random guy. It was sketchy at first, kind of like just didn't know who it was, random location, unaware, but the coolest dude ever. One of the videos.
He's a sensei.
Oh yeah.
He should be pretty cool.
No, so we met up there, and we met at his house first, and we all drove to this park, and a bunch of people just show up at a random afterwards, and they rent a limo out. So they pull up in a limo, and they rented this limo from this dude, and it was funny. So we had to use the limo for the shot. We really did.
Hell yeah, they pull up in it.
Yeah.
And after that, we get there, we just take basic, we're just winging it at this point. I'm like, all right, let me just create shots that I want to see in a music video, and I think that'd be good, because my roommate was trying to direct it, but I was like, let me shoot it how I want to shoot it.
So creative
Yeah.
differences from
Right
the
off
start.
the bat. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we got together, and I did what he wanted, but I'm like, let me do what I know how to do,
Yeah.
and you'll get the same turnout. Let me shoot and you edit. That's how it was. And so I was winging the shots, but you got to get your generic shots in. They're waving their money around, all rap video. What else?
We'll have to
dancing.
We'll have to get a link, a YouTube link to the video.
Oh, just
to share.
I already know the link.
Yeah, can you share it in the chat for us so we can?
Oh yeah.
We definitely got to share it. Yeah.
But yeah, so tell us. So whenever you were, did they have an idea of what they wanted to do, or did they have anything planned out?
No.
Did y'all collaborate with them at all, or just they were like?
Other than the limo, it was just.
We're
gonna bring some cash in the limo. Let's just go from there.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Exactly. That's how it was. We didn't know what we were getting into. We didn't know who we were meeting up with. This guy wanted a music video, and we were getting paid. As college students, $200, $200 to $300 sounds nice. I don't know how much the prices were back then. Let's see. I think I have an estimate. It's dependent on your package, what you want.
Oh, y'all had didn't y'all put together a package to shoot?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So we had multiple packages, and I couldn't tell you all the package prices.
Yeah.
But needless to say, he stopped doing music videos, and he started doing a running company. The guy that I shot with.
Oh yeah, Briston.
Yeah.
His former roommate.
Yeah, he got married recently, by the way.
Congrats, bud.
But speaking of marriage, Mike,
Yeah, that's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's getting married this week. Yeah.
Yeah. You do music videos. Do you film weddings?
Can we fly him into Monroe? I mean, from Monroe.
You need to film a wedding, Mike. I mean, maybe. I know a guy.
And you filmed this all on your camera, right? Like,
Yeah, no.
what kind of camera is it?
Lumix G8 V, but great camera. I don't use a whole lot as I wish I could, but I do
Yeah.
wish I used it a lot more than I do. Um, let's see, filming behind the scenes is a lot different than actually seeing it through the lens.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how you put shots together because it everything has to correlate with one another. Like you can take a clip at multiple different times and just throw it in there. I mean, you'll go over through like the same thing over and over again. You'll have the same part of the song playing for like 5 minutes, 10
Yeah.
minutes, maybe to get a shot that you want. You give yourself options essentially, and which is a good thing about it. So you have options of what you want to shoot.
Yeah, so you did some reshoots and some.
Yeah, no, like if I didn't like it, I'd be like,
Yeah.
all right, let's run it back again.
Yeah, multiple takes and whatnot. Yeah, and so he's playing. I'm guessing you're playing the music, right? I mean, is the guy singing, or is he just going along with it? Just to make it look like he is? Because I have no
he'll
idea.
just go along with it. I mean,
Okay.
he'll mouth the words or he'll maybe sing the song out loud, but like it's interesting to shoot a rap video because I mean, obviously they're not singing it for real.
Yeah.
It's just music playing in the background and they have to just kind of go along with it. And what if they're bad at lip singing? Your words are gonna be off.
Yeah, that's the
So
job
you
for
gotta
the
just get-
editor.
And
Yeah.
that's the editor where you have to time it up right. And I mean, it's not that bad, honestly, if you have experience doing it. It was fun. I had lots of fun doing it. I would do it again.
You would do it again? Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it again. It was fun. Would I plan it out more? Most certainly, I would plan it out more. Try to at least.
Yeah.
But
Not out in the woods with a bunch of people you don't know.
yeah, yeah, maybe meet at some park.
Uh,
Yeah, we had random people drive up. I had no idea who people were. There's like at least 15 people out there at some point. Literally they had this one girl drive up just to dance in the video for 5 seconds and leave.
Did they like just put out something on like the gram or something and be like,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
does
I
anybody
literally
want to come
think
out and
so.
dance?
Like and then they had this one guy show up with racks of money and just throw them everywhere. And they're like 20s and 100s.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
it's windy outside, bro.
You're
Just
like
blown away.
they leave and y'all are like walking through the woods to see if you can find any money.
Yeah. No, they were honestly really cool people though. They were really
Yeah.
nice, and it was a great experience to have for a first video shoot like that. And it was interesting to see. I'd just be scared to throw around money like that. But
Yeah.
and cool guys. They asked us to shoot again. We didn't just have time to do it. I mean, because we shot 2 videos in one day actually.
Wow.
So it took us.
I gotta imagine that. Yeah, it took you several hours, right? Almost a full day.
Yeah, took us nearly a full day, kind of. Yeah, that's what I would say because we shot 2 videos in one day, and one video never got released, I don't think, but we shot inside the limo.
Oh, awesome.
How
Yeah.
was that like from a scale perspective and like filming in a closed space versus like in the open setting?
You don't
of
have a
park?
lot of room to work with. You really
Yeah.
don't, and I give props to all movie makers and video editors out there like that. You don't have a lot of room to work with, and it's hard to get angles in there, and the brightness in there is not that bright if you don't have the right lighting. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of factors play into it because it could ruin your video if the limo is too dark, and it was too dark. I think that's probably why it didn't get released. It's hard to brighten things, even no
Yeah.
matter how underexposed it is.
Yeah, unless you have like one of those like lighting things like in
Yeah,
the
it'd be great if
limo
you
and
had
all that.
lighting in there, but we didn't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
And so that was a struggle. And that's a struggle just for basic like photography that I do
Yeah.
that I'm getting more of. I think my last photo shoot was with Lindsay. And that was in what, like April? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I did that. And I prefer natural lighting photos. So it was a different experience I worked with, and it was fun for the music video in high school. I mean, I got some experience with it, and it was nice, but the sad thing is I deleted half of my portfolio. So
That's a
yes,
bummer.
yeah.
So when you
Like on
did the,
purpose.
Some of it was cringe.
Yeah. Okay.
when you did the
Sorry,
first
Mike.
video, right, which was I'm assuming it was around the car and all of that stuff, and then you did the second music video, which was in the car. Was there a wardrobe change, or was it just were they wearing all the same shit?
They were wearing the same exact thing. It was like a black shirt and I think some jeans. Hold on, I sent the video in the chat. Let's see.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, look, you can see the hundreds laying on the ground. It's a black shirt and some like plaid, like some
You got
plaid white and black pants. Like if you click on the link, it'll pull up and you'll just see the racks of money on the ground. I'm telling you.
That's great. Yeah, I remember seeing it. I gotta watch it
Yeah, I
again.
showed Charlie it, you know.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Oh, you got it out.
Yeah.
Share the screen. Can you share the screen?
Oh, let's see if I can. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I would just be worried about copyright concerns. You know, I don't know if he has
Oh, that's a
anything
good point.
copyrighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I think you can play like 10 seconds or up to 15 seconds before copyright kicks in. But we may blow up the whole recording.
Host disabled participant screen sharing. So yeah, we'll have to share just on the gram. But yeah, this is amazing. Like I'm loving it. Like he's sitting beside the car. Some chick is.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a sick limo too. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, they were. I don't know where they got the limo from, but the dude. I think we shot the next music video. We shot in the church parking lot, right next to his house.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So did you do the editing? I know you filmed it all,
No,
but
so I did
somebody else
not.
did.
I let my roommate do it. His name.
Nice.
And I let him do it all what he wanted to do. I was like, he went through you edit the video how you want, I'll shoot it. I know how to edit. I like editing. It's very time consuming. And
That's
so
why we don't edit much in our podcast.
Oh God, yeah, that's for sure. I slap together as fast as I can and then I get it out.
oh no, let me tell you. Sometimes it's taking me days to edit videos. I mean it's taking a week maybe. It just depends. Photos are quick. I can slap photos out like nobody's business. But videos are worse. Videos are exhausting. I have two screens up on videos and I'll have them like just dual monitored
Yeah.
and it's exhausting.
Well, we should shoot a video. We should
You all
and
need
submit
like
it to the Gulf Coast Film Festival.
oh yeah.
We
Y'all
went to
ever,
that this weekend. It was
how was
pretty
that?
good.
Good?
Good. They had it was at the Hilton by the house by
Okay.
Nassau Bay Hilton. And it was like we went for like 2 hours and saw like 7 short films.
Yeah, they're like
And like
maybe 15 minutes even.
we saw one that was like 4 and then like 3 that were like 15 minutes and one that was like 7. And we started watching one that was an hour and a half and we ended up leaving because we didn't want to watch a full movie. But the one that was 4 minutes, I was like, man, Mike, we like we could do that, but I mean
But it's
the
a lot
acting
harder
and
than it looks though.
no,
honestly.
100% because I started at my head.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, this would be easy. But then I started thinking about like, okay, you've got a script, you've got location, you've got and they have all like
No, but you
a
got to think about plot
producer,
development.
editor, of the yeah. Well, always need plot. But no, just you're right. There's so many things to think about, right? You can't
But
just
there's
have
also a
stuff
pre-production where you
together.
do storyboarding, plot development, script. Besides scripting, you do how you're going to shoot, and you have to lay out every shot you're going to take. And I went through that a little bit when I was in school, but
Yeah.
or when I was in high school, I went through a little bit of that, and then it's like, it changes on the fly, but like you'd rather have it planned out than not. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, well, I thought that was going to be good. And then you're like, well, it wasn't. So,
yeah, that's
just,
why.
like, if you ever look up night vision from like 2020,
Oh yeah.
you'll see some of the videos I shot. and they're pretty good. I acted in a lot of them too. You'll find my music video there. I'll send that one time to one of
Yeah.
y'all. I'll send my music
Well,
video there.
We'll put up
Nice.
the night vision because that's where I used to be able to see them on YouTube, and then they're still
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, I don't know rules on that too, if you can condone
Yeah,
night
yeah.
vision or not, but like that's where I was part of high school podcast, or not podcast, but thing.
This TV show thing.
Yeah.
I feel we got a team coming together, Chuck. I mean, he can film. You've got the
Yeah.
idea for your traveling volleyball dad murderer.
No,
Like-
the volleyball mom murder.
Mom murderer. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
My
going
mom
female.
murderer.
I'm going because there's not enough female serial killer representation in the
true.
genre. It's all guys.
Isn't there a documentary on the film or something?
Eileen Warnock is a
Yeah,
female
yeah,
serial
yeah.
killer. Yeah. She's like the most famous one. There was another lady.
The girl
was
who
in
killed
Texas.
Selena. Or Selena, not
Oh,
Serena,
Selena. Yeah.
The girl who
Yeah,
killed Selena.
I forget her name.
Yeah. I can't
She was
remember.
like an older lady.
It was like one of her friends or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody in
yeah,
her entourage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was somebody like that was close to her and personal. And yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, we've got to we got to put together a team. Well, I was thinking just of a short. I could write a short story, because the sports mom serial killer thing will be like, I mean, that's like gonna take some while to develop.
Look,
That's the
know.
future
I-
roadmap. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. I just see that as like a sitcom on Comedy Central, as like
There you go.
some
Like,
Key and Peele type stuff,
we could make it like a 6 seasons in a movie. Like,
Yeah.
I just think of Nightmare.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's funny. We're
Yeah.
talking about like rap videos and entourages and stuff. Have you guys seen Champaign, Illinois? On oh gosh, it was. I'll have to send you guys a link. It's really funny. It's about a rapper who has two friends who are both dipshits, and he dies, and so they have to like find their way like without money and shit like that. And one of them is, you'd like it, Chuck, is Richard T. Splett from Veep.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's hilarious. It's like 8 episodes, something like that. So funny.
Is that Comedy Central?
It was on something
'Cause-
else. I don't remember.
Because like they had like Detroiters or something that was like
Yeah.
with Split as well. Was in that on Comedy Central.
Champagne Ill.
The illest.
I don't know. I just see your serial killer murder volleyball traveling. I don't know your idea. Just I see it on Comedy Central or something. I don't know.
Oh, I have a. It could be.
You just sound like the classic
Is it-
horror of
is it-
Hallmark movies.
Yeah, is it too lame? Is it not as good as I think? What about this? What about it's like a mom who gets really upset at the referees and like she tracks them down and murders like the referees?
Disclaimer at the beginning of that show.
Yeah, yeah.
Your
I don't know.
ideas are good. Your ideas are there.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
getting
Producible?
I'm in.
Would
Yeah,
somebody
that-
watch it? Maybe.
we got to figure.
How many
yeah.
crush your hopes and dreams? It just sounds
No.
like
I
everything's
mean
generic.
that's been my dream for like a year. No.
What, to just write a movie?
No, like I always write. I used to write as like a teenager. I used to write like raps and short stories.
You want to be a SoundCloud rapper?
Wait. There was some show recently where he's like, I'm a SoundCloud rapper. And like I forget what that was on. Oh my god, when you said that, it was hilarious because they're like, what do you do? I'm a SoundCloud rapper. And like, oh, you're unemployed.
Exactly.
Oh man. Yeah, so we had or no, you said that, Dylan, didn't you? We're on the Snapchat thread. I think you said SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, no, it's
little mark.
on it. I watched a couple guys. I think one of them made like a a stereotype of SoundCloud rappers. His name's Trevor Wallace. He's a funny comedian. He's great. And he'll just make stereotypes of everything. And like one of them's called the guy that won't leave his hometown.
I know a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, he makes some funny videos.
That's
Seriously.
great.
Great comedian. Great guy.
What's his name? Trevor Wallace.
Trevor Wallace. He has a podcast too, but that's even probably worse, I would think. It's funny. It's just not appropriate. I wouldn't think. Just you got to see the name of it. It's bad.
All right, we'll look it up. Well, cool. Any more questions on the videos, Mike? I think probably a good point to wrap it up.
Try to shoot a rap video yourself. That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
No. I don't think we can pull that off.
I feel like I just had a session with Spike Jones, so I think I'm good to go. Like,
okay,
I think I can make this happen. Which is, I knew about Spike Jones, and then I started reading about him. And I was like, oh my god, this guy did music videos and shit. This is crazy. So,
oh yeah,
no, I appreciate you coming on and giving us, some feedback
No
and some
problem.
insight into the, how that works. Because I don't know much about it. I love watching TV and music videos and stuff like that. So it's amazing to hear the insights, because I love watching a show and being like, dude, that actor's actually like acting. Like I don't know. It's amazing to hear the background of that kind of stuff.
yeah.
And just shows like, I mean, one of our other recordings, we're talking about Atlanta, which is one of my favorite shows, and it's directed by Hiro Murai, and it's kind of like Mr. Robot too. You have these beautifully done shots. They're like, the guy's like over here on the screen or over here in like not just typically in your center, or it's shot from a overhead or a different angle. And so when you're watching a show, you don't always think about all that unless you're really watching it. So like when we talk about shows, we try to look for that kind of stuff too, because a lot of regular viewers aren't looking at the cinematography of it. They're just watching it.
Cinematography is really like it's the underdog of things sometimes. I think cinematography actually carries a whole lot of movies. Classic cinema is Song. That was all shot in one room, and you know how well they made that work? Really well.
Yeah,
really well.
It's amazing. I mean, even shows like Succession that do all of these unbalanced, screenshots and over people's shoulders and just stuff that normal television and even movies don't take into account. And then you see it and it's like, wow, it's just a different level of cinematography.
Yeah,
so it's really cool to see. Yeah.
Well, and versus like, set shows, like, you have like Friends, it's in a coffee shop or someone's apartment, or,
How would you know, Chuck?
Well, I use Friends because Dylan told me he was watching it, and I know you've watched it. I was gonna say Seinfeld.
I'm busting your balls. I know you hadn't seen it.
Yeah. Someone asked me, like, someone was talking about Friends like last weekend.
It was me on the podcast.
No, we were talking about podcasts too, but we were with some friends on Sunday at the beach, and they were saying something about moving a couch, and apparently there's a Friends episode where they move a couch up these twisty stairs, and Ross goes, "Pivot."
Classic.
And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And they're like, it's Friends. And I'm like, I've never watched an episode. And they're like, just watch that episode. It's funny. Like, I'm like, oh no, I'm never gonna watch 1 second of Friends. Sorry.
Lindsay's a big Friends fan, so I gave into Friends a little bit, and it's funny.
I heard it's good. It just gets like, we get in this conversation, like everybody talking about Yellowstone, and I watched 1883. I haven't watched Yellowstone yet.
First, man.
I'm holding out. I'm not watching Yellowstone either.
Mike, you gotta watch Yellowstone.
Everybody's like, always like that. People ask me like, why are you so anti Yellowstone, or why are you so anti Netflix, or like,
look.
We're not anti. We're just watching better things or other things.
Yellowstone's great. Y'all just gotta expand out from the directors of Westworld, okay?
The Nolans are a national treasure, okay?
That's right.
No, but that's good. But that's a good point, because the diversity, and that's why we try to talk about different shows, and like some shows that I watch, like artful, thoughtful shows like Atlanta, and then some that Mike watched, like Below Deck Sailing Yacht. That we enjoy different things. Like,
Still
and
holding out for a
everybody.
Jersey Shore reunion. So
I think everyone's holding out on that one.
Like, when's Snooki and all them going to be on a Mediterranean cruise?
When they're 60.
All right. I think we're starting to get delirious now.
Yeah.
In the
Look,
evening.
that's what. Just bring me on a podcast. I can talk days.
Well, we're gonna. So when Mike's on his honeymoon, I'm gonna have you guest host. So we have to. Your assignment is to watch Andor.
And oh yeah,
the Star
yeah.
Wars that's coming out Wednesday, the 21st.
I'll watch it. I told myself I wasn't gonna watch it because it just seemed stupid, but I'll watch it.
After the last two, after Obi-Wan and
Look,
Boba Fett, it's
the
like,
dude that directs the new Star Wars things doesn't even like Star Wars.
that may be a good thing.
No, but that is not a good thing.
Cash grab.
Obi-Wan was shot great with the scene between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. That was an amazing scene. It was like their first fight scene. Great scene.
Oh yeah, we won't spoil anything, but we rank our Disney Plus TV shows for the Star Wars thing. So of course, I think both of us had Mando 1, but he had Obi-Wan 2, and I had Boba Fett 2. So we had a little chat on that one, but you'll hear that on the next episode.
Boba Fett was just hard to get into, but that's a different story.
Boba Fett was awesome. The last 2 episodes where it became Mandalorian.
Yeah. The last 2 episodes were the greatest part of that fucking show. Yeah.
But that's still biased, so that's just biased because Mando is not.
Yeah, when you see little Grogu and Mando, then you're like, oh, this is so great.
Oh, this is a great show. Grogu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? I don't know, but there was a little green guy in it.
Who is that? Yoda?
Oh my god.
Remember when like Mando first came out and you're like, wait, is that Yoda as a child? Like, that was my first thing, but it's like Grogu, there's more than one of these green things.
Yeah. It's like a little bean with some ears.
Oh man. All right. Well, Dylan, thanks for joining us, and thanks for the great insight into shooting and filming. I think there's a lot of good information on, like, how to film anything really. So thanks for sharing, and I can't wait to rewatch the video, and we got to figure out how to share YouTube links on Instagram, but once we do, then
please,
it's gonna blow up. Yeah,
if y'all just put in the link and buy it,
oh, yeah, is that what?
Just leave it in there for
link
week.
and buy.
yeah.
No, it's always great having to be on the show, and I like being on it more because I always wanted to do a podcast myself. So you might catch me in the future doing podcasts, and I could do a sub branch of Can We Kick It?
Yeah, Can We Kick It College Edition?
That's
in
right.
Fun Row, and the Fun Belt. The Fun Belt Conference beating up on Mike's alma mater the last 2 weekends ago.
I'm sorry, we don't start on the Sun Belt, but go App State Mountaineers.
Well, it was great having you guys on the podcast. I'm gonna end it right there.
Hey, A&M recovered against Miami.
Fucking losers.
You're not gonna win your $500 bet for them winning the national championship anymore. But
no. Yeah, they only put up 17 against Miami. Get the hell out of here. They suck.
I
love them to death, but they suck.
Did Scooter McGavin or whatever your quarterback's name was? Did he play again?
Shooter McGavin over here.
Yeah, Shooter McGavin. That's right.
What's his name? Cody runs a lot. Or what's his?
Well, the first guy was Haynes King, and then
Haynes
they played.
King.
Yeah, Max Johnson, the transfer from LSU. Yeah.
Oh, he played against Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he won.
Sorry. Shooter McGavin. I eat bigger pieces of shit than you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No.
What a great classic Adam Sandler. before he started making Netflix movies.
Oh, Hoobie Halloween.
Oh, hey,
That's
we gotta.
terrible. God awful.
Oh no! Great idea. We're gonna live watch us three. We're gonna live watch Shuby Halloween like this like around Halloween, and we're gonna podcast about it where we're watching it.
I am down for that. That actually sounds fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's great.
I told you I watched the Free Guy watch along with like Sean Fennessy and Chris Ryan and I think Amanda Dobbins, and they had a podcast where they watched Free Guy.
Free Guy
And,
is
like,
great. I do like Free Guy.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
And they were kind of shitting on it because it's not like a Prestige.
Sure.
But like it's a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, I'm biased
So-
though, because Ryan Reynolds in it. Ryan Reynolds is in it, and like any Ryan Reynolds movie is good.
Yeah.
to me.
He's good.
He's just funny. He really
But-
is.
What's your favorite Ryan Reynolds movie? I think mine's Deadpool, the first
Deadpool
one.
1 was funny, but Deadpool 2 is just, I think they downgraded it to PG-13. So what else?
Just
Mhm.
Friends is pretty good.
Just Friends is pretty good.
And then he did a movie called
Proposal.
Chaos Theory, where
I've never seen that one.
yeah, his like wife cheats on him and he just gives up on making decisions and just leaves everything up to like random choices. He like if he thinks of something, he writes it on a note card and then he like puts it in a deck and he's like, okay, I'm either gonna go buy a soda at this hockey game or I'm gonna streak during a hockey game. And he like lands on streaking and he's like, oh shit. And he like does it. It's so funny. I don't think a lot of people have seen that movie. It's really funny.
I
No,
know. I have to
it's
check it
fine.
out. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, just
I
Green
think-
Lantern was one of the worst ones.
Which one?
Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, it's so bad. Yeah.
I was thought you were gonna, like I was like Green Hornet, the one Seth Rogen, where he
Look,
plays
leave
the
Green Hornet alone, okay? Green Hornet was good. The only reason it was because you made me watch it.
That's right. That's right. We watched it when you were younger.
I was hostage watching it, okay?
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight, but Dylan will be back, and then we are gonna do the Hubie Halloween special because
Yes.
that's gonna be awesome.
I'm
Dylan's like,
down.
they'll be like, sorry, I got plans
Yeah,
tonight.
sorry, I might actually have plans that night. I love podcasts, but not that
yeah,
one.
not
I'm already excited for my favorite part where Steve Buscemi comes out and he does the finger gun. That's fucking gets me every time. Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining everyone. So you know where to find us on Spotify, Apple, Google, any of the podcast networks. Check us out on Instagram at Can We Kick It Pod. Email us Can We Kick It Pod 1@gmail.com. And you can check out our website at kickingitmedia.com.
Peace.